Tinny from Design, and today I'm going to talk about the SS remote, one of the newest items in the store. Now, I did a lot to this remote to improve the characteristics of it from the first remotes I built. Actually, this is the third or fourth generation. And one of the big things I did was, if you look right here at this port on the side, I made it as large as I possibly could. And that's part of the main secret to making a good remote, because when you put this down and put a bottle on it, the fuel rushes down as much as it can until it seals itself at the bottom, and then the air in here has a little bit of spring to it. So when that alcohol rushes down, you'll get a little bit of spring, and the fuel will flow inside of here a little bit. And the bigger this port is, the more forgiving it is, and the more room it has to take care of that expansion. The bigger the bottle, I think an 8-ounce bottle, half full, probably is about the maximum for having to have volume for it. The second thing is once you take this down and put it below, and your alcohol starts to flow, and if it doesn't, don't squeeze the bottle, because all that'll do is just overflow it here. Just lightly pick it up, tap a little bit like that. That'll usually do it. If you've got a really odd temperature going on and got an airlock in it, very worst case scenario, you might have to just lightly suck on it a little bit. That's not common, but worst case scenario, that might happen. Anyway, once this tube gets full of alcohol, say that you've got it hooked to the stove or you're just pinching it, if you pick that tube up above the remote, all that alcohol is going to run back into the remote. Now, for a 1-foot line, I've made this port big enough so that it will tolerate all the alcohol from a 1-foot line and not overflow. But if you would have this hooked to the stove and the stove was full and you moved it below the stove, you'd have all the alcohol in the line running back into the remote and all the alcohol that was still a liquid not absorbed by the carbon felt wick also running back, and that will overflow your remote. So you might want to take that into consideration. Moving these up and down like this is not a good idea. The best idea is to leave it off the stove, flip it over, put this below the remote, and as soon as you see alcohol, pinch it off, put it on your stove. And that's the best way to go. Now, you're probably wondering why this is called an SS remote. Well, SS stands for substandard, because where I come from, anything that's made out of plastic in lieu of aluminum is a substandard design. Aluminum, stainless steel, gold, all better than plastic. But ironically, even though it's a substandard remote, it works better than any of the other ones I built, and it's probably the last design I'll build. This works good enough, so I really don't have any problems with it. So, I'm Tinny from Design. Get out and hike, take a friend, enjoy the great outdoors, and more important than anything, have a really great day. Bye-bye.